Hey guys, John from Album Review TV wanted to review Pax AM Days by Fall Out Boy before I headed off to Atlanta. You guys have been requesting that one. Produced by Ryan Adams, and these songs were all about getting back to Fall Out Boy's roots and just what made this band creative in the first place, really getting their creative energy flowing. Joe like unleashing the guitars, Andy unleashing on the drums, Pete going crazy on the bass, and Patrick's vocals just more raw than we've ever seen them before. And with these sessions, I think it really, sparked the band again. They were talking about it in interviews, Pax AM Days, working with Ryan Adams. It was just really, really fun for the band to do. So they cranked out these 8 songs. They're all relatively short, and what they're all about is just punk and rock and roll. Straight up and I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, but the antithesis to Save Rock and Roll, their most recent album, is what they stated in an interview, and it's definitely the case when listening to this. I was blown away when I heard the first single, Love, Sex, Death, and it was totally out of left field, and I was not expecting it at all. I was like, okay, they recorded some punk-influenced songs, let's hear what this is all about. And then it just, I'm listening to this lead single, and immediately caught my ear as a standout track. I was really surprised at how fast-paced it was, fun, inventive, and all in just a minute and 20 seconds. I was like, seriously? And the music video that goes along with it, everyone's saying Illuminati, Illuminati everywhere. Just why don't people say that about everything, I feel like, and they're just looking for things to say, but you never know, it could be. It's definitely one of my favorites on the album, the mini album I guess I should say, lyrically, and probably favorite overall guitar wise. There's a lot of really cool tracks on this thing, but at the same time, with punk music and with hardcore punk even, the thing that falls into like cliches and that sort of thing, it just doesn't do too much sometimes to separate itself from other songs and other artists. It's hard to kind of make an identity for yourself in the punk scene, and with Fall Out Boy, a lot of their fans probably honestly will not like this. I know I'm on board for this, and I thought it was really cool because I'm into some punk and pop punk definitely styled music. This is more in just the straight up punk, even I've heard some people say hardcore punk, and I wouldn't throw every single song under that category. Maybe songs like Love, Sex, and Death I would. We Were Doomed from the Start, that one right there could be as well. It starts off, that track in particular starts off with a creepy enough intro on it. It's gotta be from like a registered sex offender, I'm pretty sure, before Patrick just breaks in with these high-strung vocal performance, and it's led by the phrase, "The King is Dead." That track right there definitely is one of my favorites. There's other cool ones, and there's also ones that kind of cool things off on the album, like American Made. I feel like that one right there kind of lacks passion and creativity. Demigods closes the album out. That track in particular I'm not a huge fan of, but it is growing on me with like more and more listens. It's got more of a smooth approach vocally in the way the instruments are layered. It sounds a bit more modern musically overall, but it's still pretty solid as a whole. Track Hot to the Touch, Cold on the Inside has a nice use of backing vocals like Pete and Patrick, although I would have liked, I really wanted to see just Pete scream somewhere on this record, like please, the version of, like the live version he used to do of Sugar We're Going Down, or maybe something off of Take This to Your Grave. I miss the screams from Pete, and I really thought that we would get it here on this mini album, especially with the way this thing sounds. I mean, Patrick is pretty much almost screaming on some of these tracks. Like Eternal Summer, that one right there, it's got such an angsty start to it that I almost can't stand it because I want Pete to just come in and start screaming. But Patrick really did do a nice job getting angry and powerful on the vocals on that track. Art of Keeping Up Disappearances is one that has a straight 80s feel to it, and it's once again definitely strange for me to be hearing from the band. Fall Out Boy, you think like pop punk or pop rock or whatever, and this is just something that's just totally different, and it's gonna probably blow a lot of people's minds. Overall though, I really am enjoying Pax AM Days. There's tracks that don't stand out at me, and I feel like this probably will not have a high replay factor, but for a fun, entertaining listen, I definitely give it a 3.5 out of 5 and recommend you guys check it out for yourself. Pax AM Days is going to be bundled with Save Rock and Roll if you want to pick up the 2-disc limited edition CD. I think they're selling it like Best Buy and places like that. So pick that up when it comes out. this month. A lot of reviews still to come. I know I'm going to be out of town this week, but I'm going to be back in town for like one day, and I'm hoping to film my Pearl Jam review then. But if not, the next one I will get to is probably AFI's Burials, or else the new I See Stars record, New Demons. So you can always request more. If those are not what you want to see, let me know in the comment section down below, and maybe we can get that changed. Thanks, of course, for watching right here on Album Review TV, your home for music news and reviews, and thumbs up for not doing any edits or cuts on this video whatsoever.